This conference will now be recorded.
So, hello and welcome. It is June. I am so thankful that you all are here. And many of you know I'm super excited about tonight because we have two special guests, and I cannot wait for you to be introduced to them. They're amazing, adorable people. So, first things first, though, welcome to everybody. Yay, thank you for being here. And you know how we start these meetings. Does anybody have some good news to share?
Finally have the auction coming up this weekend. We've been trying to get it done for several months now, but it kept getting rained out and stuff. So I have got all of my in-stock products ready to go, boxed up. I've got samples out the yin yang catalogs ready, and I'm gonna set up a table in front of the auction so that while they're mulling around doing that, they can shop there too. I've been picking up a lot of new customers over here in the country. Country meaning the country sticks. I think I'm the only rep in this general vicinity for all of Northeast Oklahoma.
Wonderful.
So I've been picking all over the place.
Yeah.
They're smaller orders, but I'm getting plenty of them to the point that I have to start getting more catalogs finally.
Oh,
campaign.
that is wonderful, Gloria. And I know you have a star on your team as well. And a goal I would love. You got to get through this move, but we have to get you to bronze ambassador. So
yeah,
you got to find more.
I'll be working to make premier this year. I'm way behind as far as getting the premier level again, but I'm just trying to muddle through with everything we've got going on.
Yep. And and you're doing the best you can, and you're moving forward. So you're still getting building your business in, instead of just saying, oh, well, I'm just going to wait until I get through. Nope, you're kind of blending it in. So good for you. That is great news. Okay, who else?
Well, I shared this the other day on our Cancun group, but I didn't share it with the whole group. So I just wanted to share it tonight that I have a vendor event at my new fitness center on Wednesday, June 22nd. So I'm really excited about it because the pandemic really put a damper on vendor events. And so I'm excited to get back out there and set up and, have lots of people come to my table.
Right. And that share a very common goal that you have, Lori. So it's already, you have that connection. So I'm so excited for you. So yay, congratulations. Okay, who else? Okay, well, if anybody thinks of something you want to share, please let me know. My good news is we have a guest speaker tonight, and it is Lynn and Richard Huber. So, and I pronounced your last name right?
Really close, Huber.
Huber. Okay, am I saying it right?
Yep.
Huber. Okay. Good. And look at them. They're just so wonderful. And I want to show you, when you look at this screen, you will see a lot of memories that we're already have been making with Lynn and Richard. Now, you would think that, hey, look, as many pictures as you're seeing right there, that like, we've been friends for years or whatever, but Avon actually introduced us. And it's interesting, when I was talking to Lynn and Richard in Hawaii, that I followed them long before we ever even met. So it was a true honor when I got to meet them. And that's why I probably have this like giddy little face on when you see me in pictures with them, because I've always looked at them as role models in this business. And they always have shared a ton of information as well. So let me tell you a little bit about Lynn and Richard. They've been selling for 21 years this year, silver leaders, Rose Circle members, and their passions include Avon, square dancing, and travel. And they have agreed to come on here and share their best tips to grow your sales and their best tips to build a team. So I want to turn the floor over to you, Richard and Lynn, and share away. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you so much, Linda. I have been following you for years and years, thinking you're up here and we're down here, we're never gonna meet. So I guess we're all on the same page, right? But being able to spend time with you in Hawaii was so amazing. I just so enjoyed all the time that we spent together, and I can't wait till the next one. So awesome, thank you. So what I wanted to talk about today is I'm a systems person. I really like systems, and I like to break things down for my team. And the first thing I want to talk about is growing your Avon business is super simple. It's not necessarily easy because you have to get out of your head and you have to do it, right? But it's actually really simple. There's only 4 steps. The first step is prospecting for customers and recruits. You are always prospecting. You always need to be. I don't care if you're a dentist or a grocery store, you're having to find new customers. It's just the way it is, right? Older ones fall off. They get old and they fall off, or they find another rep, or they, they change jobs, or who knows. But you lose people through attrition all the time, and so you're having to replace them and bring in new customers and prospects and recruits for your team. And so number 1 is prospecting for customers and recruits. Number 2 is getting a brochure to every single one of them every campaign. Now that can mean a lot of things. It could mean getting a paper brochure to them. It could mean getting a digital brochure to them, or it could just be getting into your online store. But one way or another, you want to get your business in front of them every campaign, right? Every campaign. And then following up with every single customer that you gave a brochure to, or a link, or your digital brochure every campaign. And that's where the hard part comes in, but we'll talk about that. And then order, submit to Avon, or they go to your online store and place the order, and Avon delivers to them. And then it's just rinse and repeat. It's just 4 steps. Prospecting, getting a brochure campaign, following that, and then taking the order, right? So prospecting, there's lots of ways. There's so many ways, and I'm sure you guys all know, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but I'm constantly, for me, I'm more direct. I'm not real good at people. I'm better off standing in front of a grocery store with a stack of brochures, and every time somebody walks out, I go, would you like an Avon brochure? And I hand them one, and I get their contact information so I can follow up. And so I have a goal of getting 3 to 5 new people on my list every single day. And then I throw them into my system, right? They're going to get my follow-ups. But then you want to get a brochure to them every campaign. And I use Campaign Mailer for that, for my paper brochures, although I'm getting more and more away from that. But I still do quite a few. And then I use Project Broadcast to text out the digital link for my digital brochure, and also for follow-ups for my delivery customers. And so what that kind of looks like is my delivery customers will get a text. In fact, I place my order on the first day of the campaign. So my order for campaign 14 is going in on Wednesday. So my customers that I delivered to got a text yesterday saying, hey, my order's going in Wednesday. If there's anything you want, be sure to let me know by Tuesday evening, right? It's not a sales call, it's just a text. But I do that all through, it takes me 2 minutes to set it up, less than that even, to set it up through Project Broadcast. My book, the ones that I send the digital, the Avon book, link to, they get a text every week. So and I'll tell you why. When you give a brochure to somebody, they're going to take it, they might leave it in their car for a while, and eventually it'll end up on their counter when they take it into the house, and maybe eventually it'll end up either in the bathroom or in the bedroom. I'm sorry, I'm being honest here. But most people will look at your brochure either in the bedroom or the bathroom because they're all busy and they don't have time, right? So when do I have a few minutes when I can look at it? They're obviously not going to call you from the bathroom with their order. So they're going to lay it down and they're going to completely forget about it. And if you don't remind them, you've lost that order. It's just not going to happen, right? Well, the digital brochure is a little bit different because you text it to them. You don't know where they are. They might be in the grocery store. They might be at the doctor's office. They might look at their phone and go, oh, awesome, the new brochure's out. But then they forget. They think, I'll look at it later. And they get 20 more texts by the time they get home, and they forget about it. That's why I text my digital ones every single week. I get more response from the second one than the first one. So every Wednesday they get a text. So like this coming Wednesday, it'll be, hey, welcome to campaign 14. And then the next Wednesday, it'll be, just a reminder in case you forgot, or if there's anything you want, you still got time to place this order, until Tuesday, right? So that, and I get more play from that second text, because then they're like, oh, I didn't look at it, and they're going to make it more important to look at it. And then of course, take an order, that's pretty easy. But that's just, and we use the systems for that. We use, like I said, Campaign Mailer, we use Project Broadcast. So why systems? Well, if you're getting 3 to 5 names a week, let's just say you're getting 3 names a day, times 5 days, that's 15 names a week, right? Your second week, you're going to get 15 more, so that's 30. No, wait, 3 times, 15, so that's 30. And then your next week, you're going to have 15 more, that's 45. You keep doing this, and you're going to have hundreds of people on your list. And if you're going through and you're texting them, how many of us are seriously going to get through every one of those names? If you have 200 people that you need to text, and you're doing it one at a time, copy and paste, how likely is it you're going to get through it, right? Through that entire list? It's probably not real likely. But if you use a service, it takes 2 seconds, boom, they go out. Like Project Broadcast does it, it's like an individual text, even though you send it as a group, it's individual. When they respond, they're only responding to you, not to a group, right? So that's really important. But here's another reason why you want to systemize it, why you want to use a service like Project Broadcast, is it gets you out of your head. Because I think all of us, every single one of us gets scared sometimes. I bet even Linda gets scared. I bet, especially when it comes to follow-up, right? Yeah. So we all do. I mean, none of us we don't know it all. We're not perfect, right? But that if you're texting, it's too easy to say to yourself, oh man, I've given her 6 books and she hasn't responded. Maybe I shouldn't bug her anymore. Or maybe she's not, she thinks I'm a bug. And we get in our head, right? And so by using a service like Project Broadcast, you just send that text that goes out to everybody. You don't have, you're not in your head because you're just doing the task. You're not thinking about any individual person. So that's really critical. And that way, so if you're automating that, you're using, Campaign Mailer or the digital book list, and you're using Project Broadcast for that, or Campaign Mailer, and then your follow-ups you're doing with Project Broadcast. Now you get to spend your time prospecting and taking orders and delivering them, and then you can build your business even bigger. So I hope that makes sense. Does anybody have any questions? All good? Okay, well, go ahead, Mary? No?
Oh, yeah, I was actually just going to ask you about getting contact information from a stranger. I never really know exactly how to approach that. Once I give a potential customer a book, let's say a stranger, I ask the stranger if they want a book and they accept that. They say, oh yeah, I would love a book, and I give them the book. How do you phrase it? How do you ask for information, personal information?
There's a couple of ways you can do that. What I do is I use the drawing slips. Avon had these drawing slips, and I have copies of them that I give out to my team. I don't know, Linda, do you have access to them, drawing slips? Yeah. Okay. You're muted.
Yes, we call them survey slips is what we normally,
Linda has those. So I use those drawing slips, and what I say, when I'm standing in front of the store and I hand out a brochure and I say, would you like an Avon brochure? And they say, yes, and I say, awesome, we mail our brochures, would you like to get on my mailing list? And my brochure slip, the one that I use, says, I would like a brochure in the mail, or I would like a brochure texted to me, or I would like it emailed to me. I give them those options and let them fill it out. That's what I say. Another thing you could do is the little Post-it notes, put one on the front of the book and hand it to them and just say, hey, if you'll put your name and number on there, I'll give you a quick text before my order goes in. And most people will say, okay, and they'll write it because first off, they don't want you to call them, but they're okay with you texting them, right? So it's all in the wording, right? And if they say no, and I get it too, I get people that'll go, well, is this your number on the back? And if they push back at all, I just say, hey, no worries. Yeah, that's my number. Give me a call if you want anything. But I try to get as many as I can.
Yeah, if you have the information, then you can follow up. Otherwise, you just give them out a book and you may never hear from them again.
Right. Well, you may or may not.
Yeah.
So, but it's all in your belief and your attitude and what you expect too. Because if you hand them a book and you like hand it to them, I mean, if you're holding it like this, would you like a book? They're going to be all weird and not want it. But if you hand it to them like they're going to take it, They'll take it, and if you're confident, they'll go, okay, and they won't even think about it. They'll fill it out for you. But if you're afraid or you think they won't, then that's what you're going to see a lot of. And it's really, that's just kind of how it is. But it works. I mean, I have a girl on my team that uses, she actually uses a little notebook that she has like clipped on her purse. And she says exactly that. She says, give me your name and number. I'll give you a quick text before my order goes in, just to let you know. And they're like, okay. And they give it to her. So I try not to make it salesy. I try not to make it like we're gonna call you all the time. You know, people, they have all these phones. They have these phones, but these aren't phones anymore. They're not to talk on. They text on it, but they don't want you to call them. Does that help? Yeah. Okay, awesome. All right, well, so what I want to go into then a little bit more is, you know, about consistency and persistence, because we all can grow this business. We all think, you know, oh, hey, man, I made a few phone calls, or I put out a couple of brochures, or I posted something on Facebook and nobody's calling me. I hear this all the time from my team, right? No one's called me. But it's not that simple. You can't just put it out there once and expect people to come flocking to you. You know, it takes time. People need to hear, I think I heard that people need to hear your message like 7 to 10 times before they actually respond. So it's all about being consistent and persistent. So you got to be posting on social media regularly. Set up a schedule where every day you're making a post, or, you know, so that people are starting to see it over and over again. They're starting to expect it from you. Relationships take time to develop, and our business is a relationship business. And so, you know, you don't want your Facebook post to be all about sales. You want it to be about your life and what you're doing, and make it fun. Follow Linda. She's amazing on Facebook. She makes it fun. I laugh when I watch her little videos.
She gets the world smiling every day with her videos.
But just know that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. Sometimes it takes longer than others, but it's going to take some time. And so success comes to those people that make the effort again and again and again. It's about being persistent, being in front of them. And that's why I say you have to get a brochure to them every campaign. You have to follow up every campaign, because it might take them 10 campaigns before you get an order from them. But if you stick with it, you will. And that's why systemizing it makes it easier too, instead of having to do it manually, right? And so if you struggle with that, you know, here's some ideas for you. Well, wait, before I get into that. So success comes to people who aren't afraid to pick up the phone, or they're not afraid to do those texts, or if they are afraid, they just feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Because what I've learned too is even going out prospecting, like going out to a grocery store or whatever, you can be terrified, but once you get there, it's a lot easier. Once you do it and someone takes a book from you and they don't rip your head off, it gets easier, right? It's a little bit like going to the gym. We all want to go to the gym, and we all think, oh, and it's the hardest part is getting there. Once you're there, it's not a problem, right? So it's the same thing with your business. And so success comes to people even if they're afraid, as long as they do it, as long as they put in the effort. And so if consistency and persistence is a problem, then here's some suggestions for you. So block out time on your calendar, because if it's not on your calendar, it's probably not going to get done, right? I mean, we're all busy. Every one of us is busy, right? So block out time on your calendar that you're going to work your business, and then work it during that time. Because it really is that important. And then change your perspective. Many times we dread the idea of prospecting, you know, but it's really just an opportunity to meet more people and connect with people. And it's more about what can you do for them. And if you go with that attitude, instead of I'm trying to get you to buy from me, but more about how can I help you, it's not going to be as scary. It's going to be, because you get out of your own fears and you get into how can I help you, you know, and it really helps. And so before getting started, ask yourself, who am I going to help today, or how can I help this person today? And it really gives you that better feeling of just being able to be helpful instead of being a salesperson, right? Take the focus off yourself completely and put it on the person you're talking to. Just ask questions. Just start a conversation. Focus on what they're saying instead of what you want, because you know what, the sales are gonna come. You don't even have to ask them to buy from you necessarily. I mean, you will need to ask for a sale occasionally, but mostly it's all about just how can I benefit you? How can I help you? Maybe it's helping them find the right product. Maybe it's helping them know what products to use. rather than saying buy my product. It's more, how can I help you find what works for you, right? And then you're gonna find people that are gonna love that. You're gonna find people that love you. And yes, you're gonna hear no's a lot. And yes, people are gonna look at you like you're weird. And I mean, I laugh sometimes because I stand outside of the store and sometimes people will look at me like I'm a cockroach, you know, they're like, ooh. And I just have to just let that go right over my head because I know that maybe the next person's gonna be excited to see it. I mean, how many times have you guys heard, oh my gosh, Avon's still around? I haven't seen it in ages. I hear it all the time. I'm sure you all do too, right? So it's just a matter of, you know, that not everybody's going to be your customer. You're just looking for the ones that are. So to find a way to connect, that's the most important thing. And then get creative, right? So find ways to have fun while you prospect. Like I said, copy Linda, she's having fun. Do videos. Videos are fun, you guys, and videos is what gets you sales. I've been doing these TikTok videos, these short videos that are 30 seconds or 10 seconds. And I'm getting, like I talk about a product or I show how to use a product and I get a lot of sales just from that video. So but you gotta make it fun. You gotta make it like they're going, whoa, and get out of your comfort zone, right? So step outside of your comfort zone and find ways to be creative. And if you're not creative, if you're not kind of a creative person, find a group of people who are and hang around them and watch what they're doing and you'll get some ideas, right? And just find a way to connect with successful people who can help you to be more creative and help you be more successful. And because, you know, they say that you're going to be the average of your 5 closest friends. And so you want your 5 closest friends to be people who are beneficial, who can help you, right? And then look for ways to make yourself better. Always look for ways to make yourself better and refine your skills and make yourself so that you're more able to take more action and get over your fear to do that. And over time, with consistency and persistence, you're going to find the success that you're looking for. That is really what I have. Do you have anything you want to add?
The only thing, the fortune's in the follow-up is a big saying, but the reason why I think we've been successful is that then came up with systems to make the follow-up easier. For a while there, when we were living in our other house in the other state, we were living close to Lynn's mom, and she was getting sick at the end. And we would have days where they would call up in the morning, we'd be at the hospital for 1, 2, 3 days. But because Lynn had systems in place, we would send out the text message, our orders going in. We could pretty much run our business from the hospital room. You know, we'd be sitting there with her mom all day long and couldn't do anything, just checking on her, making sure she was okay. But we could still run our business by getting all the busy work kind of stuff, the calls, the messages and things out. And we all have emergencies in our life, and Americans are busy. I've never seen Americans so busy in my life, but everybody's busy, and we all have kids, and you have to take them to soccer, or somebody gets sick at school, or they fall and break their arm, or emergencies happen all the time. And if you have the systems in place, your business just keeps on going, and you get a phone call here and there, and you can deal with it and keep your business going.
Yeah, that's true. We went on a 2-week cruise to Hawaii several years ago, and our customers didn't even know we were gone because our systems took care of everything. I mean, you know, our delivery, I think, was a couple of days late, but back then we were doing a lot more deliveries. But yeah, the systems can really make a difference. And so whatever, you can work that system out for yourself, but you know, you need some kind of a texting service. And then Campaign Mailer is great for brochures if you're using paper brochures. And if not, then if you're using digital brochures, then use Project Broadcast or another texting service. Yeah. And then yay, Avon's coming back with the flip brochures in 2 days. That's really exciting, the flippable page turning brochures. So that's all the more reason to really, you know, get out there and promote that. I saw a preview of it today. I mean, it's kind of, they took the interactive one we have right now and they took the page turning one and they put them together. So now you can turn the pages, you can watch a video, you can try it on, all of that from the page turning brochure. Glow, did you have a question?
Yes, I do. I have a group page on Facebook that's public for my Avon, but how do you draw people in that you don't know? Like I've got obviously my friends are invited to it and stuff like that, but where do you get more exposure and get people that are strangers joining your page or following your page on Facebook?
That's a good question. There's actually two ways that I know of. One would be paid advertising, because if you pay to play, Facebook wants you to pay to play, especially on a business page. So if you pay for advertising, you can get more people. But another way that's free is videos, short form videos, 10 to 15 seconds. And what's so cool about them is, Facebook only shows your posts to people who are following you. Like if you're even your personal profile or your business profile, it only shows your posts to people who are following you. But if you do Reels, Facebook Reels, which is their version of the TikTok video, they go out to the whole world. So how Facebook determines that is when you make your reel, how much interaction it gets in the first 15 minutes. If it gets interaction, then they show it to a wider range of people. And if that gets interaction, then they show it to a wider range of people. What happens is those videos get seen by people who you've never even talked to, who are not following you, not associated with you at all. So that's how you get more people to follow you. And I know videos, some people are afraid to do them. Sometimes you have to feel the fear and do it anyway, but you don't have to point the camera at yourself necessarily. You can show what you're looking at. You can show a product or show what you're looking at rather than having it look at you. The key is though is to get creative and try to find something to get people wanting to come back for more.
Yeah, I've done several videos, including like some interesting demos where like I've told the team before about using the Avon essential oil, the sleep one, and putting it on a cotton pad if you have a CPAP machine, and it will blow through the vent. And I even did a demo video and stuff like that, but my issue is getting people to see it, obviously.
Post it to Reels.
Okay.
Facebook they now have your news feed and they have your stories, but they also have Reels. And when you click to post it, there's an option for Reels. Post it to Reels and it will get more exposure. And then you know what? Don't leave Facebook. When I do videos every single day. I post them on Facebook. I like 6 different places on Facebook with the Reels, the stories, my profile, and my business page. And then I post it to Instagram. I post it to YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest. So I get the most exposure I can out of every video. I mean, you took the time to make it. Might as well have it be shown as many places as you can.
And you'll be attracting your audience. That's what's cool about it. Is you have your circle of influence, you have your personality, and there's just so many different people in the world, and they're all looking for somebody to follow.
Well, and that's a good point, actually, because when you're talking, especially if you're talking or you're singing or you're dancing, and it doesn't even matter if you look like an idiot doing it. Trust me, I do. And people are attracted to you. You know how you watch, even if it's the news or a show, like a weekly show that you like to watch, do you not fall in love with the actors and actresses sometimes, or even sometimes with the newscasters? It's because video shows you, it enables you to make a connection that you can't make through just a picture or text. They can see your mannerisms, they can see the way you're talking, the way you're moving, and they just feel connected to you. And so they'll start to follow you. And once they start to follow you, that's a good thing. And the cool thing about video is the people that don't like you, now there are haters and occasionally you'll get something nasty and I just delete them. But for the most part, if somebody doesn't like you, they just move on. And you'll never even know it. And if they like you, then they start to follow you and they're clicking follow and they're actually literally following you. So you really are attracting your tribe. You're attracting the people who have that connection with you.
When you post to Reels, is there a way to like tag your group page or anything from that, or do you need to say it on the video?
Hashtags in, but I don't think you can tag anything. They're a little bit limited. I saw something today. Scott Kramer sent out an email today. He's the guy that used to do our Avon Social, if you don't know. That Facebook is that they're upset. Facebook is upset that they're not taking enough away from TikTok. So they're going to be putting more things. They're going to actually be adding more things to the Reels. So watch for that to get better and better. But you could post it, and I posted in both. I posted in the Reels and the stories and on my timeline. So
do you record your video separately and then upload it to each one, or do you have to record in each separate site?
I do it, the way I do it is I record it on TikTok. And then you can Google search this for TikTok downloader. And you can get the link from TikTok and use the TikTok downloader, and you'll be able to download it without the watermark on it, without the TikTok watermark. So I create it in TikTok, I download it to my phone, and then I upload it to all the rest of them. So I don't have to create it again and again. And I think you do the same thing with Instagram, but I just kind of learned on TikTok, so I got more comfortable with their tools, their editing tools.
Wow, I'm telling you what you have been sharing. My notes are full, Lynn and Richard, so many. Does anybody have any other questions? I mean, honestly, you guys have shared such wonderful information tonight, and you can tell, number one, that you're both passionate about what you do, and that because you step outside your comfort zone, even when it's not comfortable, you come across as, oh, experts, but you had to get out of your own way in the beginning in order to become an expert and comfortable with a lot of it. Like you said, like with TikTok, the first TikTok video you did, I bet you were scared to death.
We almost got divorced.
Yeah, the first TikTok video I did was the hair colors with the, and I just could not make it work. I was stomping around the house and screaming, and I can't even tell you.
Right, but that's not behind the scenes, but all of those things that the two of you have done, actually, that's why you can share this information, because these are the things that have worked, like putting the systems. When you said that, I cannot tell you how many years I worked my business without any systems. And it's like, so you're all over the place. And like you said, then all of a sudden you're here, there, and it's like you don't have your information. So I'm a big fan of systems as well, because with our business, we can work it anywhere and everywhere. I have actually been in a hospital waiting area and doing a call before. Like you said, you can just do it anywhere, these days. So anybody else have any questions? Well, let's all give Lynn and Richard a huge congratulations. Thank you guys so much for sharing. And if anybody thinks of something, are you guys staying on? Okay. And then you can by all means ask as well. So let's go through the rest of this very, very quickly. I just want to do some reminders. Campaign 14 is the last campaign to get these sales for this makeup travel case. I know that several people have wanted that, so don't stop until the very last order is in. If you're taking an order, what products are you excited about in the brochure that you can say, hey, did you see this, and offer that to them, so that you can be one of the individuals that earn this. Cancun, first of all, congratulations to our Cancun members who are on fire and working so hard towards earning the trip to Cancun. If your name is not here and you would like to be added to this list, just send me an email. I want to be a Cancun member. We are meeting every other Thursday, and it's a great time. And even if you can't meet, we record those calls as well. But we're just trying to make each other accountable so that we all can be sipping a drink. And when I was showing you the pictures back here of like being like with Lynn, you'll notice in a few, like you'll see like some of these individuals in the pictures with us. Alice was one of our guest speakers, but these are top representatives with Avon, and it's so nice to be able to go to these events. Yes, we have fun, but to be hanging out with the top of the country, that is just absolutely incredible. Here are the ways to get there. You have questions about this, you let me know, and we will determine what it is that you need to do and get you on to Cancun as well. If you are a new representative, I want to make sure that you're aware of the bonuses that you can get as a new representative. If you are unsure about this, let me know. And this just came out. Being an Avon representative, we have all these perks. So right now it's second quarter health open enrollment. So if any of this is something that interests you, you should have an email today that came out with all the business updates, or you can go on avon.com as well and look under the buzz and you'll see the information there so that you can go and check it out. Avon has also extended that special pricing of $69. So we're getting that world-class training. There's the swag bags. I mean, it's so worth it just for that swag. Avon is making it where we can meet in person or you can meet virtually. And one thing I can just tell all of you, once you go, once you attend, you just see Avon in an entirely different way. It has changed businesses for some people. So please make sure that if you are not registered, you register. I pulled up some pictures of representatives on our team from past Avon conventions. We have a great time. And if you are not able to attend in Texas, by all means, you now at least have the option that you can attend virtually and get the information, get the swag bag. So consider it both ways. They kind of try to make it as much fun as they can for those who do attend virtually. If you can come and make it in person, love to hang out and have fun together. But you can see I just love our group. I love our team. I love that we're able to get together. And this one was in Tennessee, I guess. It was a really nice convention as well. We were able to meet the author. Where's she at? Is she in that picture? No, she's in another picture. But look at this. You know, Avon will put up, we were all pointing because as a team, we were the top 25 this particular year in team sales growth. So as a team, you know, we're happy. We can celebrate as well. But it was fun for me when my youngest was able to go to a convention with us as well. But you make so many great memories. You can see, yes, we're here with the author as well. Doris, we had fun. Here's my husband and my son in the back of a limousine. So you can see these are just really, really good times. This slide needed a slide to itself. Sophia Walker actually received the Spirit of Avon Award. So very happy for her. And then you can see here, believe in yourself. Know that just all the advice that Lynn and Richard, I will be sending out this recording, but you know, re-listen to it. You know, they gave you the verbiage of exactly what it is that they go out and say, and you can see that if you start doing that every single day, how many names are you going to get? They're not all going to buy, but that's okay. Some will. And you keep getting those some will every single day, every single week, every single month. All of a sudden, you've expanded your business. In the direct selling journal, Avon General Manager Daniel Parks shares his pride in our pioneering history. If you have not read that, I recommend you do. It's a wonderful article. Just so proud of Avon. And you can see uphold our mission to make a beautiful impact on the world every day. Avon LG has listened, and they knew that we were wanting to have electronics, and we have been blowing it out of the water with the electronics that they have been making available. So right now, you can share with your customers this Blu-ray disc player with the streaming services. There was a live last Thursday on that. This upcoming Thursday, you need to be inviting your customers because they will be doing a live shopping event for the Bluetooth soundbar. So get your customers there. Avon's the experts. They're going to be sharing information, and that's really a key, that if you can start connecting and letting your customers know the things that you're excited about, like these live shopping events. I get excited when I watch them. So get your customers there so they can learn about the products and learn and see if it's a good fit for them. We also have coming the next, not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, the electronic will be these wireless stereo headset. So again, that'll be something that you'll be able to promote. Avon's giving us advance notice. I love that, so that we can plan our schedule of letting our, how we're going to be promoting these things. This came from the workbook, that campaign workbook that's out for this quarter. And I just love how they kind of like give you the roadmap. So when you look at this, where do you want to be? Gloria, I already heard you say Premier. You want to be Premier, you want to be President's Club, Honor Society, Rose Circle. Where is it that you want to be on this path? It shows you how much time that you have to get there. And then you can generate, okay, if I want to be there, how many sales do I have right now? How many sales do I need before the cycle closes? What's the difference between that number? And then divide it by the number of campaigns we have left. Then you know what you need to be doing every single campaign. Now, take this, and what's kind of nice about this is if you're working for Cancun, you're growing those sales, you're getting the sales, and it's going to help with this as well. Also, Lynn and Richard just said this a couple of minutes ago. We have an updated digital brochure. One thing about Avon is that they do listen. They did listen to, and they take the feedback that we give, so that when representatives are calling into the customer service line and saying, hey, you know, can I make this recommendation? Can you bring this back? Hey, this isn't working on this site. Hey, I'm having problems with this, or I need this in my business. When they hear this information, they can use that information, and they heard from a lot of individuals on their brochure. And Lynn just said it. She says it's coming back better than ever. So tip, it's going to launch in 2 days, and it says tip, look out for the pink shopping bag icon to instantly add products from the digital brochure to your online shopping cart. How cool is that? In that workbook that we have, you also have your campaign 14. It gives you that information right at your fingertips, so you can read through. Tells you the campaign, the dates that it goes from, June 8th to June 21st, and it shows you like some of the featured products that you might want to be talking to your customers about, what's coming in campaign 16, gives you a place to put down your goals, how you're going to acquire new customers, the tools, easy add-ons, like we were talking a minute ago, you can, you know, products that you want to talk to your customers about. And then before our next call, there's also, I wanted to at least post campaign 15 as well. So we have all the information. So honestly, we know what we have to do. We have the information to do it incredibly great. So what's the thing that we got to do? We got to do it, period, right? Don't forget, I was having a conversation with an Avon representative. You know, this is a perk for us, that we do get discounts on LG products. So you can go to Managed Business, Seller Central, the LG partner store, and if you're in need of an electronics, you can get discounts of anywhere from 25 to 40%. So don't forget that that's a perk for you. Another perk is Avon Perks. You go to Managed Business, Seller Central, and then Avon Perks. I was on there today, and it says most popular savings viewed by Avon representatives, and it's showing you the deals. This T-Mobile, guess who has T-Mobile? I have this offer because of Avon Perks. I'm on that plan because of Avon Perks. But it has a Costco membership. Vista Print, so that if you're needing business cards or you're wanting some promotional items for your business, you can go right there as well. everyday low rates with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. So make sure that you're checking it out. It also shows you the most popular categories viewed by Avon representatives. There, it has local deals, it has, you know, new deals that are there, but make sure that you're checking that out because it can save all of us money. And I just think that that's fantastic. So we've already talked about the live shopping that's coming this Thursday. So make sure you get everybody there. June 8th, we have our next Avon A-Cut, and you want to be there because that's that place where Avon's giving us all the information so that we are in the know. We know what's going on. So it's June 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that'd be 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, and 4 p.m. Pacific time as well. I also wanted to recommend everybody who's been getting the mystery bundles has been loving what they get. So this is going to be while supplies last, but they have different mystery bundles. So you might want to check that out. It's under avon.com, go to special offers, and you'll see that these are there. And speaking of special offers, make sure you are checking them out and then don't wait. I had some items in my cart that were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Avon's offering this. And I didn't check out right then. I waited until the next day, and by that time, those offers were gone. So the flash sales, when they're posting these, you want to be an early bird with those because you're wanting to get all of these great deals. And they really have been posting a lot of really fantastic deals. You know, $2.99 lipsticks. I mean, wow, come on. So what is exciting you in the brochure? That's what you're wanting to share with others. Bottom line, that is what the most important thing is whatever it is that's exciting you. It's easy to do those videos that Lynn and Richard were talking about. If it's something that you're either using, people, what they like to get from videos is they like to get information, you know, why do they need whatever product, you know? Several of you on here have sold me before. I mean, Mary talks about a product and the next day, you know, I'm out buying it. Or sometimes I wait a while, but then when I finally get around to getting it, it was like, oh, wow, that was just an absolutely fantastic product. So the thing of it is, what do we love? And then share what we love with others. And I'm telling you, there's so much information out there. When we're scrolling through all these different social media, you see a ton of information, and sometimes it's just really good marketing. You know, when we're talking about products that we love, it's because we genuinely love the product. So wanted to make sure I shared that as well. I do see, oh, Yara's that saying thank you to you, Lynn and Richard. She put that in the chat. So here's the save the date. We normally do our team chats on the first Monday of the month. The first Monday of the month was Labor Day, so we're moving it out a week, so it'll be July 11th. So go ahead and mark that date on your calendar. And that is all I have. I want to say again a big thank you, Lynn and Richard, for being a part of our Avon family and coming on here tonight. It really did mean the world to me. You just gave everybody such wonderful information, and I will be posting the replay, and it'll help even more people. So thank you both so very, very, very much. Oh, and didn't you guys get an award? And I just realized, because I mean, I had been promoting that to my team all week long, but you didn't even put that when I asked you to share information. So Lynn, Richard, what award did you get last year from Avon?
Oh, you're right. I didn't put that on there. We got, oh my gosh, it was such a shock. We got the Guiding Spirit Award, which is, in my mind, it's one of the top honors you can get from Avon, but it's for helping and mentoring other representatives, not necessarily on our team. And that was just so amazing. We got that in Hollywood, and I have it right up there. I don't know if you can see, you can't see it. Yeah. But anyway, it's just right there where I look at it every single day. Love it. It was
well deserved. Very, very hardworking. Let's just say, if you follow Lynn, you will see she is cranking out these videos. But you know, and they're fun. And a lot of them are like information about telling people to get out. Didn't you do one that was like get out of your own head? Didn't you do one like that or something Yep. So whatever you're thinking, you can just, do a little video about that. Also, and I said I was done, but I will share because you have one more day yet to do it. Avon has these, they've been doing it every campaign, and I wanted to make sure I didn't do a slide, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew, where is it at here, about you can do the Insta. I know it's in here because I just did it. Oh, here we go. Hope you guys can see. But pull out your campaign 13. Yes, pull out your campaign 13, what's new, and it tells you right there what you have to do. You upload an image or video of you using the Isonox Anew LX Ultimate Rejuvenating Day Cream on your Instagram. You add the hashtag Avon Challenge USA, and you tag Avon Insider. And then you're going to scan the QR code from the Campaign 13 brochure to complete your entry, and then you'll fill out that entry. But, go ahead, take a picture of you using the that product, put it on Instagram, and, you could be a lucky winner of the 2 amazing prizes that they are giving away right there as well. So I will make sure I mention that as well. Anything else? Does anybody have any other questions? Well, then we are going to close out. I know it's late. Everybody's like, I want to go get my PJs on. Lynn, Richard, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you very, very, very much. And thank you, team, for being here, showing up. Appreciate all of you. And so I will look forward to our next team chat. And between now and then, happy selling, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.